I was just watching Reason TV, and I heard something said that was rather stupid.
Well, that's why you shouldn't talk to yourself.
They're debating the Arab-Israeli conflict, and of course, the libertarian, being the nihilistic, academic moron that he is, takes the Palestinian side.
Gotta love the small-mindedness of statists. To them, you're either on one side or the other. Being neutral, or especially being able to criticize both sides, is a concept that completely eludes them. So if they hear someone criticizing their beloved state of Israel, it must be because they're taking the Palestinian side and they're saying stupid things and they're just anti-Semitic and all that crap.
So the part that I thought was interesting was at the beginning when he asked, are the Palestinians just biologically evil? No, they must be oppressed. Those are the two options, and those are the two options.
Lie, 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 lie. As your own clip shows, he mentions historic injustice as one possible alternative. There may be others, all of which may play a role. Again, the small-mindedness of the state cultist is at play here.
And this libertarian, being an unremarkable, conventional thinker, intellectually.
Oh man, that is one glass house you do not want to go throwing stones in, bucko. But no one's missed the fact that, in addition to strawmanning him, you've spent the first third of your video trying to poison the well.
I could have just said libertarian and you would have known what I meant.
See?
He doesn't contemplate that the Palestinians are actually motivated by the purpose that they openly state.
They openly state their reasons as being the violence that the state of Israel has perpetuated against them since day one.
The Palestinian movement wishes to remove the state of Israel from that region.
Tell me something. If a bunch of foreign powers kicked you and your family off the land you'd been on for 1,000 years, and hundreds of your villages were sacked, thousands brutally murdered, and the new state they created passed laws making it illegal for you to return home or even to reclaim your property, and to this day you and 5 million others have to live in refugee camps, and they continued sending in the military to attack civilian populations, including about 9,000 of them just since the year 2000, wouldn't you want that new state gone too?
And that's how libertarians responded to 9/11. They said, well, we must have done something to deserve this. They wouldn't come all the way here and attack us if not for something we did first.
That's the conclusion of every single intelligence expert who studied the issue. So thanks for reacting the same way Rudy Giuliani did. That lets us know how seriously to take you. Not at all. I'm just going to link again to Educating Rudy, the list of sources Ron Paul gave him when he expressed incredulity at this idea, which is called blowback, by the way. You can look it up yourself, or you could if you didn't have the research skills of a squashed pickle.
This is why libertarians are so dumb, and, you know, they're just like... And in the Palestinians' case, they are driven by the idea that they want to see Israel eliminated. It could not be clearer.
I'm also going to link to my video, How to Argue for the War on Terror. All of this has been debunked so long ago, it's pathetic.
This speaker here is so incredibly stupid. Libertarians are the dumbest people alive. I don't think there's a group of people per capita with a lower capacity to think independently and think critically. You are a fucking moron, hence you're a libertarian.
He just keeps saying this over and over again. He has no real arguments to make of his own, probably because he has the historical knowledge of a rotten grape.
And I think that's about everything I wanted to say.
Yep, that's it. That's all. He's the one denying history and the conclusions of experts, and his only response is, libertarians are stupid, libertarians are stupid, libertarians are stupid, over and over and over again. He has nothing. Hey, thanks for watching. Please hit like and subscribe and keep these videos coming by donating, becoming a subscriber and getting special benefits, or even for free with airtime. And check out all the great content here, like this video selected just for you.